Hello, guys. We're gonna have all I could get is a interview with Alonso audio only, not the video. He's got a long interview, at least 15 minutes long interview. So you're gonna listen the whole interview. He's talking about the Renault. He's got the Renault uniform already. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
2018, I made a decision to stop. I needed some fresh air, breathe a little bit out of the bubble of Formula One after so many 18 very demanding seasons. And now I feel fresh to come back. I think 2021 was a window for me to think on the possible return with the new rules. This has been postponed one year, but I still believe that 2021 can be important to be already in the sport and helping the team to build the momentum for 2022. And happy also coming with Renault, which we achieved so many things together in the past, and I know a lot of people in the team. I know the motivation behind, and also the commitment that recently Renault made for the future was an important factor.
How long have you been talking to Renault about coming back to Formula One? Because these things don't just happen overnight.
A long time. I think we took our time. We respect each other. I think probably the first meeting was Abu Dhabi last year, to be honest. I was in the race 2019 in Abu Dhabi, and we sit down and we talk for this possibility, what it can be, the impression of both parties, and we remain in contact all those months, and at the end, when I finally made the decision of coming back to Formula One, Renault was always a romantic choice, because what we did, and we didn't lose the relationship, I think, with the Renault Academy. I have a Formula Renault team in Spain, also with a karting school. We do a lot of things with Renault Spain, and, has been always this link, and we felt that it was the right thing to do.
You said it was the romantic idea. Is your heart ruling your head?
No, I mean, obviously, always the head and a precise things you put in the balance, and you have to consider every possibility and have all the cards, if possible, on your hands. But with 2022, I think, or I hope, the sport will have a step forward in competitiveness. I think it's going to be a more fair grid. I think the cost cap and the new rules will bring more action on track, but also more level field on the times, and all those ingredients I think were in the table when I made the decision. And as I said, with the COVID and with the situation in the world, that a group like Renault, a company, is committed and supporting a Formula One project, I think is very important, because there are not many teams, that have that safety in the future.
Before we've discussed it, and you said that in the times in Formula One that were the hardest for you, were the times when you'd forgotten to enjoy yourself. How much is you coming back about you having fun and enjoying yourself, and how much is it about getting back on that top step of the podium and getting back to winning ways where you so love to be?
Well, right now I think the mood that I have is to come back and enjoy. Obviously, when we close the visor, we aim for the win, and every championship that you start, inside you there is some fire of winning, and you need that, to motivate yourself, and to train every day, and to work every day, go in the simulator, do all the PR stuff, work with the sponsors. There is many things off track that you have to be motivated, and you have to have a clear target on track. So winning is going to be always there, because I'm a very competitive person. But I think enjoying myself, driving these cars, having fun, while you are on the weekend, will be a key part, and probably a new Fernando is coming after 1 year and a half. I grew up as a person, as everyone grows up in 1 year and a half, as a driver as well, different driving styles in different categories, different needs. Endurance is a extreme team effort and a team sport. So that was very nice to share the team and everything with the teammates. Dakar is a survival race. It's not only a motorsport race, it's a human challenge. And all those things, I think, were very beneficial in this year and a half. And I come back stronger than ever.
That's fascinating to hear. So is this going to be a version of Fernando Alonso that no one's ever seen before, not just for the year and a half out, but for all of the experience that you've taken, the disappointment maybe from the qualification at Indy, from your championship success in World Endurance and at Le Mans, a different version of Fernando Alonso than anyone's ever seen?
Probably not as extreme as that, because you still who you are, at the end of the day. But I'm calm right now, and I'm happy with everything that is happening. I'm thankful to everything that is happening. Sometimes when you are in Formula One, so active and so much into the hour by hour or day by day things to do, maybe you lose perspective and you lose the general view that I have now that I was outside. So, I will try to enjoy. I will try to make the most of it. I will try to be as fast as I can, and and making life not easy for our opponents.
Your opponents, I'm sorry to bring this up, you and I are the same age, but your opponents will be,
yes,
on the whole, certainly the ones coming through, about half your age. Is that something that you cherish and that you relish as a challenge to come back and beat this new generation of driver? No,
I don't have any, or let's say I never thought about who is driving that car or what age or what background he has. When you are fighting with someone, they are all the same and you respect all in the same way. The age is something that is more common now to talk, because there is like this, momentum of younger and younger people into the sports. But I don't think that motorsport is exactly like that, and time watch is the only way to measure how quick you are. There has been never a grid in Formula One based on the passport date of birth. It's always on the time watch. And if you think like that, even in Mercedes, you pick up Bottas and Russell, because they are the two youngest one, and you leave Hamilton aside. So it makes totally no sense. I think the quick guys, they will be quick, and hopefully I didn't lose speed.
Renault has been going through a lot of rebuilding over recent years. As you've said, 2022 with the new regulations offers everybody an opportunity to start afresh with a clean sheet of paper. Are you prepared for what could be years of trying to get the team up to the top? Are you ready for the challenge that will present?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm aware of the challenge. I know 2021, how it's going to look. I think the cars will be very similar to 2020. The ones that they are racing now is a carryover, because the virus, obviously the rules were delayed 1 year, and the next year's car will be very similar to this year. So there is some job to do, aware of that. 2022 is an opportunity, but it's not probably a magical thing. You have to work on it, and you have to build the momentum also in 2021, even if the results are not the ones that you were hoping or the fans will love to see in every race. But behind scenes, we need to see some progress, and we need to build that momentum and that motivation that we need from everyone in the factory. I think we did it one time. We had this feeling also in 2003, 2004. We were not maybe yet there, but there was something cooking, and I want to see that feeling again, and I want to create that feeling, and that will be my mission as well, not only on the car, also outside the car. And if we can create a winning team in the future, that will be fantastic. If I'm driving, that will be excellent. If I'm not driving anymore and it's a Renault Driver Academy driver that is driving that car, I will be happy as well, because we created something that can be a winning contender.
It's impossible not to hear the love that you have for Renault, and that's natural given the success and the amount of time you spent at that team. And it sounds like you can't wait to get started. Will you be getting started with the team in 2020? I know you've got the Indy 500 coming up later this year, but will you be spending time and so might we see you at a racetrack? Might we see you in the car even this year?
Obviously, the plans are still not defined yet, probably because the Indy 500 is the biggest priority for me right now, and the team has the season ongoing, and Austria this weekend, and then Hungary, Silverstone. So we both are, for the next month and a half, very busy. But yeah, from September, the plan is to visit the factories, to meet all the guys, to have some meetings, some preparation. I think I will not be driving the car this year at all. I may come to some races, but more for seeing the team ethic in work and the team philosophy on the weekends, but not driving the car. And at Aston, probably at the simulator, I will have some days there, and I will try to help the team as much as I can this year on the simulator. But also, it will be good for me to drive a Formula One car again and get up to speed.
Finally, then, what does it mean for you coming back to Renault? You were speaking so passionately about it earlier. It seems like it's the kind of place that even when you hang your helmet up, you want to be a part of, somewhere you've always seemed at home.
Yeah, we just need a blue color. I told Cyril, we need some blue color in that car, so that will be great. But no, look, it means a lot. It means a lot to come back, first in Renault, but also in Formula One. When you are outside Formula One, you discover also things that you didn't saw when you were inside the paddock. You see that this sport is unique. You see the passion of everybody. From Abu Dhabi 2018, every fan that I met, every race that I did, I only found people saying, you should come back, please come back. There is only that message repeated to me. Even if you were winning another very important race that weekend, that message was after the congratulations. So congratulations, but come back, one more time. And that Formula One probably you only see when you are a little bit away of it. And